Okay, time to head for the surface.
Alright, but first let's get all these P90s. Which, you know, now might actually be a good time to take a look at some of our weapons. Because I want to look a little bit at everything we can use. So let's just remove all of that. Let's see. So, Meryl, of course, had a Desert Eagle. She had two, actually. The Frogs had a P90. Whoops. There's also the XM8. And I don't think there's anything else I particularly want to show off yet. So I think we'll leave it there. Now, the XM8, when it was a thing that people thought was going to catch on, it had a lot of different configurations. You can see each member of the Rat Patrol actually has their own different configuration. Unfortunately, so you can see like the stock can like fold in and out, or rather, I guess, slide in and out to give you, you know, a different length for different shooting styles and different configurations. We can't do anything with that, unfortunately. The only thing we can do is add a grenade launcher. It's a bit of a letdown because I was really hoping we would be able to use a bunch of crazy stuff that they show. You know, like Ed has a sniper variant, Johnny has a short barrel variant, but alas. The only other thing to mention with the XM8 is that Snake uses one in Metal Gear Acid 2. It's in all the artwork. And, you know, since I have a P90, there's another weapon I should take a look at, which is the 5.7. It's a handgun. It uses the same type of ammunition as the P90. The Frogs will have these as their sidearm if we make them drop their P90. And if we look at the viewer, it will tell us eventually that Snake used this when he infiltrated Gallowade, which is a reference to Ghost Babby's Metal Gear Game Boy. The thing about that, though, is that, yes, also used by Snake when he infiltrated Gallowade. The thing about that is that game is not in the same timeline as Metal Gear Solid 4 in particular, but just not the Metal Gear Solid series. So it's a little odd of a line to add, unless they're implying, I don't know. But we can put a flashlight on it, and yes, it uses the same ammo as the P90. P90 has some other configurations. We can give it a suppressor. We can give it a laser sight. We can give it a flashlight. The 5.7, again, it's a handgun. We've got the flashlight equipped, so it will turn on. It's also got, if you look, many, many bullets. I believe it's 21 in the mag, so the 5.7 is a pretty good handgun in most games, and, like, yeah, I guess in real life, just because the high ammo capacity. Pretty cool. Again, it uses the same ammo as the P90, so like if you're carrying one, you carry another, you know. We've got this sight system here. It's a bit of like a red dot sight sort of deal. Got a whole lot of ammo. Whole lot. Look at all that. And of course, reloads like that. So yeah, much like, again, portable ops. The Tengu had it in that. We can have it here. XM8. Again, it's an assault rifle. Doesn't have anything particularly interesting. It's pretty decent. It's got a built-in red dot sight, so that's nice. You can fire grenades. with that mount at the bottom. Do that by pressing R2. That's kind of cool, I guess. I don't much like assault rifles in Metal Gear. I've said this many times. I'll continue to say it. Why would I... It's so loud. You know? And it kills dudes. Like, why would I want this? I'm never going to use it. The Desert Eagle, finally, if you remember in MGS1, when Snake and Meryl had their conversation in the bathroom, Snake wanted to barter to trade his SOCOM for Meryl's 50 caliber Action Express here. Meryl, of course, refused, but now we can get one of our own. It's very powerful. You can see the recoil on it. Kind of huge. Fires pretty quickly, though. And, of course, since it's a handgun, you know, reloads quick, so really good stopping power. Again, if you're doing a lethal playthrough. We also have the other Desert Eagle that Meryl had, the Desert Eagle long barrel. So this, I mean, it's got a longer barrel. You may, if you've played Resident Evil, know the difference is that this is the Magnum, and the barrel here, that's the Magnum, that's the custom Magnum with the Magnum parts. Of course, we've also got this, kind of slurred there, we've also got this scope on top, so you can do some sharpshooting. It's neat. One thing you might notice, though, let me fire off a round, and let me get the camera real close and press the reload button. Now, carefully watch this. This is a bugged animation. Oh, right. We have to fire off 2 rounds because he does 1 in the chamber because he's tactical. This is a bugged animation. Did you catch that? Let's do it again. Do you see what's in Snake's hand there? It's not a magazine. It's a second Desert Eagle that he's putting into the Desert Eagle. Now, the animation's fine here. But for some reason, Desert Eagle Long Barrel, completely bugged. They never fixed it. And, you know, they've never re-released this game. Not yet. If they ever do, I wonder if that's going to be fixed, because in some ways, I want them to fix it. In other ways, I kind of want them to keep it jank, because it's just very funny to me. Whoops. Oh. PlayStation 3 Chan had a hard time loading there. We're going to do another stun grenade, and we're going to do more Smoke G. And since we've met up with Meryl, go back to our Octo Camo, and we'll get our bandana back on. You see, Ivan, you add gun to gun for more bullet. Yep. I've never seen that documented anywhere, by the way. I might be the only person who is privy to that. And considering you can't get the Desert Eagle Long Barrel anymore in this game. You have to have a disc version of the game, and you had to make use of the download function, which no longer exists. Now, there are ways, of course, emulation, and people have done backups. But basically, yeah, it's a pretty rare weapon if you want to play the game nowadays. So, I don't know if anyone else knows of that. Yes. I'm going to have to be pretty aggressive here in taking out the bad dudes, because I want to protect this tank. So I might get some alerts, in which case that's fine, because protecting this tank is a very good thing. And there's one boy in particular that's going to make that very difficult. Well, someone's getting hyped. It's not him. Yeah, see? So since I've got a very loud gun, they're going to be hearing me. That's fine. That's fine. I don't mind. You can hear me. We're going to toss that back there. I really don't like how easy it is to get flashbanged. Yeah, toss that through the window up there because he's got a javelin. And I think that took care of him, but we're going to throw another just to be cautious. He doesn't even notice us, even though we're right here. Oh, there we go. Now he sees us. Oh, you saw us. Your buddy didn't even know. Oh, I heard a big crash behind me. Yeah. Oh, no, we're past the javelin, man. Okay, that was them making a big crash. That's good. Ah. I want to deal with you up here. Oh, there's a grenade right next to me. Yep, I was aware of that. Okay. Get punched. Get punched. No. Get punched, idiot. Hey. Get smoked. Oh. I threw it too far. Well, get stunned. Yeah, that's fine. Shoot me all you want, idiots. I'm just trying to protect this tank, and I think I did a good job. Oh. There we go. Yep. Alright, we're good. We did save your ass. And look at that. We have properly escorted the tank. It's harder than it looks. Again, I knew ahead of time and I just ran out and caused a kerfuffle. But they can very easily destroy this thing. And that's the unfortunate thing. The tank usually gets destroyed at the very end anyway. But that's fine because we... Excuse me, I'm trying to commentate the gameplay. Do you mind? Because this path is open. Because this path is open, which is what we wanted. And since this path is opened, we don't have to go all around in a crazy roundabout way to get here. So that's nice. And of course, it just takes us to another cutscene. Jamming another gun into your gun feels like something a video game would intentionally do for a reload in an arcadey way. That does feel like something they would do, yeah. Yeah, like a Vanquish style animation of like the gun like breaks apart into other pieces and then connects to the prior gun. So now they bring out their own armored bulldozer. And again, we gotta help them. We gotta help the buddies. Ah, but the resistance has been met with some resistance. Welcome to the freak show bosses of the game. That's a robot dog. It's lifting up the bulldozer. A very strong robot dog. The beasts. Oh no, it's Mr. Beast. It's gonna make us eat Feastables. Hey, look, there's a bird. So we got a bird. We got a dog. Ah, woo, wait a minute. Maybe it's a wolf, and perhaps that was no simple bird, but perhaps a raven. And over here we've got an octopus. Oh, that's a bad hug. That's too strong of a hug. Oh, and what's this? Your body's being puppeted and controlled in some way.
It can't be.
With little strings? Okay, look over there. Oh my god, Psycho Mantis. Yeah, that's one people don't know. Press L1 to look in first person and move the camera all the way to the left. You can see just the ghost of Psycho Mantis is here. Just casual ghosts. Of course, they're also saying things like, laugh with me, show me your rage, etc. Oh, look at that parkour dog. So they've each got an animal and an emotion associated with them. And look! There's the mantis. Got little dolls. Hey, these are also all hot ladies. A lot of hot ladies in this game. A lot of hot dudes, too, but yeah. Their designs rule. I think they're very cool, and they definitely informed the Metal Gear Rising aesthetic. Might see our Mantis there has some dolls. It probably wouldn't surprise you to learn that you fight all of those. They are freak show bosses. They're boss fights. And you know how these games work, right? You can get secret stuff from the boss fights. Since there's not really like a great place to show it off by the time you get it. Oh, Snake's not doing too well. There's not a great place to show it off after you get it, normally. Whoops. Let's take a look at these two dolls that one character had. One is the Mantis doll. It's adorable. You could get this in Little Big Planet. Marionette, fashioned after former Foxhound unit member Psycho Mantis, has the ability to release ghosts. If the ghost hits a person with active nanomachines, it will allow you to manipulate their body. We've also got the Sorrow doll. Not as cute. Little creepy, actually. Marionette, fashioned after Cobra unit member The Sorrow, has the ability to release ghosts. If a ghost hits a dead person, it will allow you to manipulate their body. So yeah, there's not like a great place to demonstrate this later on. So I'll do it here because we've got a lot of dead bodies.
Wrong way.
Be quiet, Otacon. For one, he does indeed hold the dolls. And it's very funny when lying down. He just kind of has his little doll. And you can, as I demonstrated before, let me roll down like this. You can just roll around and hug your little doll. But anyway, yeah, so this release ghosts. And if they hit a dead body, and I jerk my controller around like a madman, sometimes I can get items from enemies. Let me... Oh. There we go. My motion controls weren't working there. Let me... You have to do a really awkward motion. Kind of like throw the controller at yourself. But I guess these guys aren't dropping any extra items. The Mantis doll does the same to living people. However, you can see it's a red weapon. So it is lethal. Lethally cute. Look at those charming eyes. But yeah, we won't be using it. Blue weapons, again, are non-lethal. Red are lethal, just like MGS2. And we might notice that in the shade, I mentioned sunlight is an important mechanic. Snake's in the shade. He can chill. He can relax. So he can get his stamina and his health back much faster. There's also another way to do it. I really hope YouTube doesn't get mad at me for this. But remember those Playboys we've been given and found multiple times? Well, let's do that. And just so I don't waste any, let me get the Infinity Bandana, which of course I have. We got it at the end of MGS1, and he still had it in MGS2, so of course I have it now. We can go into first person with the Playboy, and we can turn the pages, and you can see my stamina is shooting way up. Or my psych gauge, rather. He does get bored of looking at the same girl after a while, so you have to eventually turn the page. It doesn't make your health go up that much, however. For maximum health regaining ability, you want to get inside your nice security drum can or magazine. Was Playboy always clothed? You know, I've never actually, I've never read the publication. I couldn't tell you. By the time I was interested at looking at scantily clad or non-clad naked women, well, non-clad would be naked, but the internet had plenty of that for me, so I've never actually looked at the reputable publication. Stealth! A new breed of stealth, even. Oh yeah, another thing I haven't shown off is that in addition to being able to roll in the drum can there, let's hold these men up, actually. Because I wanted to show that, too. So, again, you can hold them up, and much like MGS3, I can put them to the side and tell them to put their hands up. And I believe they'll stay like that. I believe they'll stay like that. But yeah. In addition to doing all the crazy, like, you know, this stuff, and rolling in the barrel, and the fact that, like, let's see, I can flop on my back here, and I can move like this, shimmy to the side. Let's see, I don't have any thrown weapons. Let me get a thrown weapon out. Just grab a magazine. I can throw from this position, which makes things a little easier. I can also you know, of course we have our typical dodge roll, but we've now got side dodges and back dodge. They're really cool. They're only in this game. I wish that had stayed because it's really useful. The only thing I would have preferred is if the back dodge made it so you end up on your back like this. So like I could be standing up and back dodge, and then Snake would be like on his back. Resident Evil 6 would do something like that, and honestly, it kind of rules. Yes, we're on Metal Gear Solid 4 now. Now I'm trying to show off as many of the cool little things as I can, such as this. Get a nice, funny little stripy camo here. You had already typed out the RE6 dodge. Yeah. Yeah, it's so similar looking. Like, it would have been cool, but still, I like these directional dodges. They really came in handy in Metal Gear Online. Oh, yeah. You can still do this. This little side step. It's not as useful because you can actually just, you know, go in and out. But you can use it to, you know, like if I'm here and there's a guy back there, can peek around corners. This might have the most shooting mechanics ever. Like, legitimately, the most shooting mechanics ever. So we could go there, but there's a man on a Jeep, and there's a man guarding that area. We're going to go around the... Oh, wait, dumpster. Okay. We're going to go around this way through the crack. That guy woke up. But that's fine. They'll think I'm over there. That's good. Sometimes you want to create a distraction. Hey. How do I do it again? There we... Oh. You know what? That's fine. That works. Yeah, so you can see ×1 on the side there with his gun because he was alive. It knows. Oh. That was a... Remember when I said my disc has some damage done to it? Yeah. The awkward load there. Not the most awkward load I've ever had. What did he mean by this? Let's get those noodles. There's a locker down here. Let's just drop in. Suppressor for our M4.
This is HQ. All clear.
All kinds of dudes here.
The state of alert has been lifted. Resume positions.
All kinds of dudes. I mean, I'm gonna have to do something with these dudes, you know? We gotta. This area's giving me strong vibes of the pre-Mistral level. Yes, when we get to Metal Gear Rising, which I might have mentioned this, the next game to come out after Metal Gear Solid 4 was actually Peace Walker, but I'm going to be playing Rising after this. Because I think 4 to Rising and then Peace Walker to Ground Zeroes just is a better flow. I wanted to play everything in release order, but the more I thought about it, I'm like, no, that makes way more sense. So that's what I'll be doing. And part of it will be because a lot of the aesthetics and characters and locations of this game will be fresh in everyone's mind. And you'll get to see that, yes, there's a lot of, like, Abkhazia in Metal Gear Rising looks very similar to the Middle East here. And another thing, yeah, see, there's those space helicopters. And they're going to have a much more prominent role in Metal Gear Rising than they do here. Now, I could attack them, but there's no reason to attack these ones. There's also a little bit of MGS3 here, because we've got some grass. Who goes there? Who goes where? Oh. Hello. Like I said, a little bit of MGS3 action. It's when you actually sneak. This game's pretty cool. Let's just, chill here for a little bit. So look, he took out his sidearm. They're a little stupid. They drop their main gun, and they just kind of leave it there. But that's good for us because we can... Oh! We can sell it. Hey. How are you? No? How about you just go to sleep? How about that? Okay. That's nice. Oh! Oh no! Dumpster. So obviously they know I'm here. And they're going to throw grenades at me. I don't think they can open it, though. Oh, they can! Oh, he had an interesting weapon. He actually had a master key, which is worth a lot of money. But unfortunately, since we knocked him out, we don't quite get as much as we would had we held him up. Yeah, I definitely didn't want to do... I wanted to do full release order, but I figured making the exception for Rising and Peace Walker would make sense. That way we get to finish off the Solid Snake and Raiden era, and then lock into the Big Boss era that will take forever to finish, despite the fact it's only 3 games. But I would never do this series in chronological. Chronological would be ridiculous. But yeah, no, it's interesting. Yeah, they even have the fountain in Metal Gear Rising. Very similar to this. Not the adorable little ravens, though. Look how cute they are. I love birds. Birds are nice. Oh, yeah, also, you might have noticed, like I said, very MGS3, you can just crash into dudes. You can have a lot of fun here, despite the fact it's a relatively short area. You get dumpster. Because of how many dudes there are. And, how layered the area actually is. It's genuinely a pretty cool way to do things. Hey, by the way, this game has a codec. Did you know that? It does. We're not going to be using it much.
Wipe the floor with the militiamen. Must be the special unit that wounded militiaman was talking about. And now
It's nowhere near as good as the codec in MGS3.
Head straight for Liquid's camp. Hey, Snake. That emblem on Meryl's uniform, that's Foxhound, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. I thought Meryl was with the 01 unit. I mean, I know she's attached to Foxhound and all, but still.
So this one's kind of
Covert
interesting
special forces
because
units do this kind of thing all the time. They use emblems that don't mean anything, like
in real life there's a lot of people
like disinformation
in the US Army even that have Foxhound patches because they're cool. You're allowed to have like morale patches and stuff, but yeah, I don't know, I think that's neat. Because it's like Foxhound doesn't exist anymore, so Meryl just thinks it's cool, and it's kind of like real life.
I just want her to be happy, that's all.
Are you going to say anything about the dumpster? There is a dumpster
Snake,
codec.
the solid eyes
No, he's
night
just going to
vision
give me
mode
a
gives
lot
you
of
clear view of footprints left behind by
information
the
we
enemy.
didn't get yet,
Use this
but there is a
feature to help you
dumpster
determine the
codec
patrol
you can
routes
get.
more efficiently.
That's fine. Hey, you guys up yet? Yeah, this is a neat little area that most people just run by. But I think it's cool. There's oh. Yes, I'm Stinky. Good, good, I did what I wanted to. You thought I was just getting into the dumpster to be funny. But no, I'm a stinky boy now. You can just barely see I've got flies. So when I get close to dudes, it does kind of give away my location. Oops.
Who was that?
But it stinks so bad.
The enemy!
Hello. That they sometimes don't want to get close. This boy, though, he doesn't care. Oh, hey. You know what else I have? That you can't get anymore. Is the S-plug. This is a scanning plug.
This is HQ.
If I change my equipment to this, and I press triangle, no longer will triangle kill them. Instead,
Sending reinforcements.
I can scan this man and see he's got buddies over there. Let's use it again. Yep. So you can actually mark enemies through walls in this game. But you need to get the scanning plug to do that. And the scanning plug, there were two ways to get it. One was through playing a certain amount of Metal Gear Online, which cannot be done anymore. And the other was the download menu, which cannot be done anymore. So it's a bit of a secret weapon now. Oh, hello. We know what that is.
Something just...
Nope. Just a little funny bump on the ground moving around. Don't worry about it. How many spinel do you get for flashbanging the birds? Unfortunately, you don't. You don't get any Drebin points. That dude up there, there's no way to get to him. Can I? Yes. I can shimmy through here. There's a guy in a guard tower. You can't get up to the guard tower, unfortunately.
This is HQ.
So we simply just need to tranquilize him. I do really like the third-person aiming. Oh yeah, we also have
Use extra caution.
funny fence camo now. Which again, if you like a funny pattern, you can save it.
I think I saw something.
No? I don't think you did. Oh sweet, VLC media player. Just your imagination.
Who's that?
Nope. Let me just shimmy back
Who's that?
over here. Oh.
HQ.
I'm trying to pad out this recording because there's a cutscene if I go into the door up ahead. Let's see. Hey.
This is HQ.
Let's use some green smoke.
Enemy sighted. Commencing attack. Grenade. Acknowledged. Eliminate all enemies.
Yep. Hey, you know what else we can do now? Let's put a bunch of these down. They're gonna run and scream. That's fine. Someone's shooting at us. Hey. Why don't you get a little bit of the scream gas, too? Huh?
Acknowledged. Eliminate all enemies.
Oh, the audio. Audio's bugging a little bit. Because of the damage on my disc, the couple scratches it has. That's fine. I know when it crashes out entirely. We should be fine so far. Nope. Can't put any more. Dudes are still screaming. Let's
Get up.
give him a little pat.
Get up. Get up.
Let's not worry about me. Let's just go under here and wait for dudes to start waking up. See if they like the gifts I've given them. Hey. Yeah, he's waking up his buddy.
You okay?
You all right?
Come on. Damn it. What?
Oh?
Nice.
What's this?
Yeah. So they still do this exact same animation.
I must be seeing things.
Oh, even this guy over here, he's doing it.
Dead or what?
So yeah, there's a lot of fun you can have with this game.
Nice.
Yep. Look at these idiots. All right. Let's see what happens if we... Oh, you know? Just realized. I haven't used this yet.
Hands up.
Oh. Well, I've blown my cover, but that's fine. Oh, hi. Okay, okay, okay. Let's put one of these here.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
How do I activate it? Circle button. Okay. So if he comes around that corner. There we go. This is basically a C4, but it's filled with sleep gas. It's a pretty useful weapon. You can see it's got a pretty big range there. Sticks around for a bit. Oh, that man up there woke up. We can't be having that. But that shows you how long the tranquilizers stay in effect. Now... Oh, I legitimately did not see that, man. Hello! Go to sleep. Everyone go to sleep.
This is HQ.
Yes, it's ZZZ4. Oh, that's an alarm I'm hearing. I don't think I realized you could hear that. Excuse me, I'm just trying to get some VLC Media Player camo. Unfortunately, I cannot. So yeah, the reason I'm screwing around here so much is that door leads to another big cutscene. And I want to just have a little bit of fun before I'm locked back into the cutscene dimension. And this is a good place to do it because, again, it's so... You got so much cover. You know, you've got all these weird corridors and paths. Also, this is the first place where the PMCs actually just patrol.
Hands up.
So we're going to tell you to put your hands up. And we've indeed now strapped a sleep gas mine to a man's butt. So, hey, don't do that yet. We can get over here. And if we can get someone to check him out, we can make him fart on his friend. Make him fall asleep. Now, whether or not that's going to happen, I can't really say. So I think I'm just going to... There we go. It's very funny looking. It's legitimately quite humorous. Where's that pile of boys? How are they doing? Yeah?
Get up. Freeze.
Let's try it on you. Just kind of... There we go. Alright, we're just going to back up. So he might just be held up for a bit there. That would be nice. No. I don't want to pick him up. Oh. Somebody gave us grenades. That's very nice. Okay. Yep, keep an eye on him over here. He's waking up his friends over in the corner of the room. Hopefully he doesn't come this way. Hopefully he... Yep, they're going to see more of their buddies.
Get up.
Yeah?
What?
You okay?
There we go. It's fun. It's a fun weapon. Alright. Enough screwing around. Let's just concede and make our way to the cutscene dimension. Because as soon as we go through that door, we are done with the Middle East. We will never see it again. Oh, sorry. I'm not properly dressed. There we go. got to match with the Mark II, of course. Yeah, we saw those. Truckloads of gecko. Hey, you notice we haven't actually encountered a gecko since the opening.
Go check it out. Yes, sir.
Otacon, wait here.
I love that he... Look at the little gestures that he does with the robot, and the robot does it him. This game's adorable. It's charming. By the way, that's not the capture. The frame rate just sort of dies in some places of this game. I've heard that this game can be emulated quite well, so I'd like to check that out at some point. I am still hoping that it does get an official re-release. Oh yeah, look at that. So I'm supposed to have a solid eye, I'm supposed to have an old face, but he just turned on nothing there. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm hoping that whenever they are able to re-release this at some point in the future, that it does run better. Because again, the game, I mean, look at that. He looks great. It's Liquid Ocelot, by the way. Liquid Ocelot. He still looks a lot like Ocelot. I mean, come on. Look at Johnny waving at us. Funny that they're all juiced up with nanomachines, but she still needs to use a handset.
That's the mission.
You know? Like, why do you not just have a codec as well?
My mission is to inspect the PMCs. I'm not in a position to take action. All I can do is stand by and watch. I can't help you, understand? I'm a peacekeeper, here to keep order.
Understood.
His design is pretty cool, though. I do like how Liquid Ocelot looks in this game. That's the name. I'm going to just say it. I'm going to say the whole name every time. It's less confusing for me.
Activate it.
Activate it. That's what I say every time I turn on the microwave and make a little burrito. Well, we know what that moo sound means.
What?
Oh, we hear those little chirpy noises too. We know what those sounds are. That's the sound of nanomachines. You all right there, buddy? Looking a little drunk. He's kind of stumbling. Uh-oh. No, they're not having a good time. No, they're not having a good time either. Johnny seems fine, though. What's up with that? Ew. Oh, it definitely shouldn't be that color. Like neon orange vomit? Ugh.
Commander.
Foaming at the mouth? That's not good. Oh, now the dudes are just slamming each other.
I never thought it would be so easy. But these results... refreshing. Don't you think?
She doesn't like it. He loves it, though. Liquid Ocelot here. He's loving what's going on. Snake's having a rough time, too. Just toss him aside.
It's been too long.
Brother count +1.
Rejoice! We're not copies of our father, after all. We are free of the shackles of fate. Snake, brother. We are free. Watch, Snake. Watch as I surpass my own origin.
Yeah, he's saying a bunch of cryptic stuff. I don't know. He seems a little more Ocelot than Liquid right now, but... I love that he's got a name card. Like a little ID badge. Yes, Johnny's unaffected because he has the God Hand. Oh. It was Naomi. Does it have to be?
Snake, if you won't be a prisoner to fate.
We gotta say it. Say it with me, everyone.
Fulfill your destiny.
Naomi, aren't fate and destiny the same thing? That classic meme. Well, bye, I guess. Thanks for not really helping. Oh, man. He looks so cool, though. Look at him. Yeah, put those sunglasses on all cool like. Grainy little reflection of Snake. This helicopter model is also reused in Metal Gear Rising. I'll point out when. There's the gecko. I guess they're just gonna leapfrog along. Leap gecko along. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Oh, look, Johnny! He's looking for us.
Snake! Hey, are you alright?
He found us.
Grab on.
Ah, thanks, Johnny. You're a true buddy. And look at this. We get a little chapter result screen here. This is not the end of the game, but it gives you a little look-see at what you've done so far. You can see I haven't watched... Oh, it says flashbacks watched 206. I guess it's counting everything, every playthrough. All the weapons, yeah. 2 recovery items. I thought I used more. 0 kills, though, that's good. Plenty of alert phases, but most of them were from us screwing around. But yeah, we have completed the first act of Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. Took us 4 hours, because I really wanted to stretch out everything we could possibly do.